What up? So I'm here to show you my new set. This is a Tama Superstar Classic 7-piece, all maple. I believe it is a indigo fade, right? Basically similar. There's a few changes from my old set. We got the 8, 10, 12, 14, 16-inch floor tom, 14 by 6.5 snare, which is nice. It's my first maple snare, by the way. I upgraded to a 22-inch kick drum. Now, I've always played a 20. My last kit, I made the decision to get a 20 because I always play low down. I could never get my toms mounted properly. But now it's time to become a big boy, you know? And I found that I can play double bass a lot easier now. Whereas before, my pedal is basically hitting at like the top 3/4 of the bass drum, and the response is always a little off. On 22, you're hitting like dead center. That's a nice punchy sound. I really like the kick drum sound now. Let's see. That's about it. All right. Well, we'll see you later. Nah, I'm just joking. All right. Cymbals. Basically, this is my old setup still. I want to get new cymbals, maybe in a few months. I recently got this. This is a Zildjian, the S series, Wuhan Crash 16. Not bad, not bad. I probably shouldn't have got a rock. It's really thick, so it's kind of pingy, kind of glassy. But overall, I like it. I'm growing into it. At first, I was like, ooh, I don't like this, but I'm starting to dig it now. This is the Stag SH 16-inch medium. I've had that for a good while now. I likes. This is a 17-inch Wuhan Crash. I likes. Same ride cymbal. Zildjian ping ride, 20 inches. 18-inch Wuhan China. Don't waste your time getting a China cymbal unless it's a Wuhan China. You're gonna buy one of these, it costs like 70, 80 bucks, and you're done. You don't have to buy another one. Well, you will, they break, but they're the best sounding China you ever get. 13-inch Zildjian dyno beats, K on top, we got a Z on bottom. They're interchangeable. You know, if I want that freaking pingy, clicky sound, put that on top. If I want the softer, you know, the drier sound, and put this on top. So it's nice, it's kind of like 2 hi-hats in one. My stack. Well, first I'll say, this is a 6-inch Wuhan Splash, right? And this is a, you can look these up. This is a 4-inch cymbal extension. I think it's Gibraltar. Gibraltar is awesome. There's so many things I get from Gibraltar. I'm not sponsored, I'm not endorsed. If I have it, it's because I like it. Anyways, this stack is an old cracked Wuhan S series Splash, which I discontinued. I wish they didn't, because this honestly was like my favorite cymbal. The S series from Wuhan, freaking perfect. 10-inch Splash Wuhan for the bottom. Here we got a Meinl. I believe this is the medium bell, 8 inches. 8-inch Wuhan Splash. Here we got a 10-inch Wuhan Splash, and that is on top of, this is a Wuhan 11-inch linear. Okay, it's an octagon. On its own, it wasn't very cool sounding, but check it out. Right? Here's this one. They're lively. This is a Rock Ridge Rider cowbell. My hats are 14-inch Sabian B8 Pros. I've had these for over 20 years. As you can see, I got a crack on the bottom, and I kind of Pac-Man'd it, cut it out. This is actually a China cymbal on top. BA Pro China. It cracked, so I cut it out, trimmed it down probably 3 inches. I have it on top of a Wuhan S series 16-inch Crash. Cracked. Don't throw your cymbals away. You always find a use for them. I'll go over mics. It's a Shure PGA 56. Got one here, here, here. This is a Sennheiser E604. That is a Sampson Q snare for the bottom. Floor toms, I got the MXL Drum Q Pro, which picks up really nice. I actually want to get some of these for my overheads. But those are the CAD CM 217s. Super cheap, don't sound the best. The Sampson Q Kick. We got a Shure PGA 57. I'm using that to pick up the ride cymbal nowadays. It is a Gibraltar platform mount. And it's all it is a piece of metal which allows you to hook up 3 things onto one piece. So 3 holes, 1-inch pole on the bottom. You can mount to an old cymbal stand, or it fits nicely into your bass drum mount, just so you know. But think, for 75, 80 bucks, instead of buying a bunch of stands, I got 2 cymbal stands and 2 toms on one stand. You know, you can buy a nice heavy duty stand and it's going to cost you 150 bucks. You know, sometimes cheaper, sometimes more. But I killed frickin' 4 birds with 1 stone here. On my bass drum, I mounted a stack cymbal. And I also have a tom clamp, which has my cowbell attached to it. I have another one of these Gibraltar platforms. I still need to find a use for the 3rd hole. That's what she said. On this, I have my stack cymbal and my China cymbal mounted. And I still have room for 1 more. I considered putting my cowbell there, but it's kind of in the way of the mic, so. This is just a defunct hi-hat stand. I don't use the foot anymore, but I need it because of the pole. They do sell attachments for hi-hats, and I considered buying one so I could use that. Right? I could use that 3rd hole. That's what she said. And I can get rid of this whole stand. That's a new stand. This one right here. It's a Mapex. I forget what it's called. It was 60 bucks. And it's a nice solid stand. New drum throne. Gibraltar. Very nice. I've done away with the click pad on the bass drum. This is just the Aquarian double kick pad. It's kind of like that Kevlar kind of feel. I just got sick of taping that thing to the bass drum. Those click pads. They have a hard time adhering. I know they always say, "Oh, clean the dust off your bass drum and then it'll stick." Yeah, whatever. It didn't stick. When you look at my old bass drum, you always think that, oh, I must have put a hole in it. No, that's just taping the freaking click pad on there. I don't have that problem anymore. Power Stroke 3 head. All my toms are Remo Emperors. See, when I got this drum set, they came with stock drum heads. So I actually took all the heads off the top, which were Tama Powercraft 2s. Those were the batter heads. I took them off the top and put them on the bottom. So, heavy duty top, heavy bottom. No resonant heads. The snare, I got Remo Black X on the top. That's always my preferred snare head. It's great. It's basically like an Emperor. It's really thick. It has a like a 4-inch dot on the bottom. Very durable. Sounds great. On the bottom, I have a Remo Emperor resonant head. This is a Meinl jingle tap. Okay. And I believe this is supposed to be mounted on a Cajun. I know, it's a cajon. It's kind of like Kapoo, right? It's a Cajun. Supposed to be mounted on a Cajun. And this is actually, it is adhesive on the bottom. that has Velcro on the top. So it's literally just stuck on Velcro. I had a hard time thinking of a way to get it mounted on the kit, so I took a 2x4, sawed off a block, drilled a hole the size of a cymbal stand, screwed the wood block on, and then stuck the adhesive on here. Come on, that's good thinking, right? So I think as I was putting the drum set together, I must have stepped on it and I broke a piece of the side off. But turns out it jingles better now. And it'll pick up nicely with the mic, you know? So it worked out for the best. I used to have a tambourine, but you know, you bash that with a stick, you end up breaking it. I thought I need to have a tambourine sound that's small, that's out of the way, and it's there if I need it. This is wise. $10. Then again, this is on a cymbal stand. In fact, I've really gotten wise. This is actually a stand attached to another stand. So this new Mapex stand I got has another one of these little clamps. I found the right size stand to fit in the hole. That's what she said. Boom. Hot shit. Using Vic Firth American Classic 5A nylons. Very nice. Double bass pedal is a Pearl Eliminator power shifter. I got the blue cam on my lead pedal and the black cam on the slave. That's about it. That's all I gotta tell you. You know, how do you explain your spring? You know, like people always ask, what's your spring tension? It's not all the way, and it's not hardly at all. I'm somewhere in the middle. If my one foot is lacking, I'll adjust. I don't care if it's off from the other one. Here's my new drum set. Many videos to come with this. I am going to be doing a Dream Theater medley soon. Scenes from a medley. Buy a shirt, take a picture. Send it to me. I'll put you in a video. Check out Tired of Counting. It's a band. I'm in it. Have an album out. Go buy it. It's good. You'll like it. If you like my drumming, you'll like Tired of Counting. It's probably my best stuff the show to date, right? I know I'm like YouTube cover boy. I know there's the TROPSNART YOJ stuff, which was more just kind of like improv, you know, goofing around with a couple guys in my basement. Tired of Counting is very confusing, kind of has a punk element to it, kind of a Dillinger Escape vibe. That freaking dog. You know the dog I'm talking about, right? Yeah, that one. All she does is bark. A couple days ago, my brother and his friend were over jamming. The dog literally barked the whole time. The whole time. Luckily drums are loud. You don't hear it. But the dumb broad is up there freaking barking. Literally 5 hours. Look at the thing. It can hardly breathe because like the way its face is. So whenever it barks, it like ends up throwing up because like I don't know, her face just can't deal with it. Anyways, I gotta go. Bye folks.